Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Leo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the link to my Buy Me a Coffee site where you can find all my services and donation, my link to my Instagram and to my official TikTok are all found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Leo, I hope that you're doing well. These bonus readings are all about what your guides want to tell you through dream messages. So dream messages from your guides. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. First one, Oracle of the Universe. The second one is the Human Spirit Oracle. And the third one is the Tarot of the Divine. This is the 3rd time I've had to start your reading, Leo, so I feel a little discombobulated. I don't know why. I'm attributing it to something in your energy, which is quite all right. It's just I'm kind of tripping over my words or feeling as though I'm unsure, even though it was just the intro. So what was there to need to be sure about? But so there could be a little bit of self-doubt in your energy right now. So we shall see what your spirit guides want to tell you. What kind of dream messages you've been having lately. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. For Leo, please, Spirit. Thank you. Number 35, which reduces to an 8, which is the Strength card, Leo energy in the Major Arcana. Leo, you showed up in your own reading. The word is change. I guess the nebula is the Butterfly Nebula, but it's also underneath it says Twin Jet. So that might resonate for someone who is a twin or a twin flame. Well, change would be a reason why people would get nervous, because change is always uncomfortable for not everybody. I'm actually learning. Some people crave change. I am not one of those people, but it could be something that you're feeling a little hesitant about. There could have been some change in your life recently that has maybe caused you to be of two minds, caused you to look back to the past before the change occurred. So you could be having dreams about people or a scenario in your past. But, you know, it's called the Butterfly Nebula, so we always think of that story about the butterfly, the caterpillar coming chrysalis and turning into like goo and then formulating into a butterfly. That change is uncomfortable and it's complete. But what emerges from that change is absolutely spectacular. Imagine going from a crawling, land-based insect and turning into something that can fly in the same lifetime. And then imagine yourself as that butterfly, right? Like, you know, it's crazy. I was just talking with a Leo friend about this just yesterday, that before spiritual awakening and after spiritual awakening is very much like this process, where you can look back on that past version of yourself and think, you know, wow, everything that motivated me was so different then. It wasn't bad, it just was so different. And now everything is kind of focused on self-improvement and up-leveling and quantum jumping and helping others and and recognizing our own beauty and the beauty of the world, despite things that are ugly, things that are detrimental, negative, right? There's this total transformation. So you could be going through that dark night of the soul right now, your spiritual ascension, or having gotten through it and come out the other side, and it's worth it. Doesn't seem like it in the moment, but it's worth the journey. So I'm gonna pull 3 cards. This is not past, present, or future. It's just the general message that you need to hear from Spirit regarding your messages that they'd like to get through to you through your dreams. I don't know about you, Leo, but I've been having some whopper dreams lately, and I don't usually have whopper dreams of like actual real life people. I never dream about real life people, so it's been different for me, and I'm wondering if it's been different for you too. So maybe you used to dream in black and white, now you dream in color. That's for somebody. So I'm just gonna get 3 cards of the Oracle, 3 cards of Tarot, and we'll see what messages come out for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Wow. Scorpio got this card in the same exact spot. Amazing. Let's start with the first one. Number 25, which reduces to a 7, the Chariot card of the Major Arcana, Cancer energy. And it says, make a wish. Make a wish. So there's something here that you've been trying to bring into your world. I feel as though it is not just thing-based, material, world-based. I feel like you're also making a wish for some kind of emotional stability or peace or calm, security, things like that. Now, those things could involve material world items, but it's more about this inner landscape that I feel that whatever you are wishing for, it resides in your inner landscape. See how there's this like portal here, this portal energy? And you can just see the sky of stars. So Spirit wants me, I was thinking about that line from the movie 2010 where the lead character says or something, oh my God, it's full of stars. Oh my God, it's full of stars, or something like that. Now, there was some controversy about that because I looked it up. It came up in another reading that I did, but I couldn't, I've only seen that movie maybe once or twice in my life. 2001 is my jam. 2010, I haven't really watched it, but there was some controversy about whether that line was actually uttered in the film or if it was just said in the trailer for the film. Anyway, what that line is referring to is the great monolith that features in 2001, 2010. And it has to do, the monolith is like universal knowledge, like literally the knowledge of the universe. And so that line is to suggest that if you were to somehow peer into that, oh my God, it's full of stars. So there's something to it. And Spirit confirmed it when they so loudly honked the horn, because I was thinking about it and they just were, it's like, get it out already. It's like, okay. You could have had some astral projection or some kind of visitation, some kind of meditation, where when you peered into your own consciousness, your own soul, looked into the eyes of God, is what Spirit just said to me. I have never looked into the eyes of God. I don't even know what that would look like, but maybe it's full of stars. Something tremendously profound. So I don't know what Leo I'm talking to, but like, how did you do it? Is what I want to say. That's not going to resonate for everyone. For other people, it's just simply, but also beautifully and intricately making a wish, making a manifestation, putting it out into the universe and finding that it actually came true. So whether it was you wanted to buy a new house or have a new romantic relationship or get a new job or move to a new town or whatever it was that you might have thought was kind of impossible, kind of a pipe dream, hey, guess what? It then becomes a reality. Because it's not just about us setting forth our manifestation and then sitting there kind of like twiddling our thumbs. We then take steps, and especially Leos, thank you, Spirit, especially Leos, take those crucial steps and walk towards their manifestations. Not every sign can do it like you can. These are facts. But really interestingly, Knight of Cups in reverse. In this one instance, there might have been a little bit of tentativeness. Knight of Cups talks about somebody coming in with an authentic message of love or friendship. It speaks to the heart space, and if it's not like a message of love or friendship, it's about a message related to something that you're going to love, because it's Cups energy, water, the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but the card is in reverse. So it kind of was like, I'm wishing for this, but I'm a little afraid. I'm still wishing for it, but my heart is a little afraid to go forth, go towards it. What will happen? I might be of two minds about it because it requires change. Let me see. Clarifier for the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Why the Knight of Cups in the reverse? Temperance in reverse. Oh, okay. Well, Temperance is Sagittarius energy, or fellow fire sign. Number 14 of the Major Arcana. I love the Temperance card because it talks about transmutation, turning one state of being into another state of being, so like pain into power. But the card is in reverse. So I see this scenario, and just take it as it resonates, but I see the scenario of just somebody like this. Like making your wish, and then you're saying to Spirit, oh my God, please make it happen already before I change my mind. Like there's impatience, because Temperance is all about a process, a patience, passage over time. Good things come to those who wait, that kind of energy. But this, like I said, was tentativeness, so it's kind of like, oh God, please, please, Spirit, just make it happen before I change my mind. It's interesting. I see somebody having like, there's a lot of busyness in this card, so maybe in your dream state you were feeling like there were just a lot of people kind of pulling at you in your dreams, like just wanting your energy, your attention, your resources, something. I feel like this, like everybody's just like, Leo, like come over here, look at this, help me. I mean, that could be your waking life too, but I see that in somebody's dream that's kind of just being pulled in so many directions. Interesting. The next card out, 28, introduces to a 10 the Wheel of Fortune card of the Major Arcana. Jupiter energy, the planet of expansion. Good luck, good fortune, protection. And the words are face the music. I think this might be the first time I've ever gotten this card in a reading. Face the music. Let's look at that more closely. There's a, what do they call these? Gramophone? You know what? I don't know what it's called. Gramophone? No idea. Spirit's not giving it to me. But these old time record players that would broadcast through those horns, or those speakers, I guess you could call them. Face the music. So there could be, Spirit could be also communicating to you through song. You could be very heavily clairaudient. I didn't realize that not everybody hears that in their head until like maybe 2 years ago, when I realized I was channeling a lot of songs. And it for real doesn't happen to everybody. And I was like, what do you mean you don't hear songs in your head at the most opportune moments or inopportune? What do you mean they're not always giving you messages? Like, what do you mean? That was crazy. So it doesn't happen for everybody. Songs and lyrics don't just pop in everybody's heads. Go figure. But everybody is unique. I mean, if it doesn't come through song, maybe for you it comes through through clouds or sunlight or experience or conversation. A lot of times for me it comes through music. So there's a message that perhaps Spirit is trying to send to you through music. You know how you listen to a certain song and it just kind of transports you back to a certain place, for better or worse? It's the memory is so the memory is so ingrained in you that you can't help but, like, it just did it to me. Like, you can't help but just zoom back to that place, whether you want to or not. That's how powerful music is. But the idea, when we say the expression face the music, coming face to face with something, confronting something, and most likely a problem, most likely a situation that you have been avoiding. Number 6, the Lovers. So this could have to do with a very significant relationship in your life. I don't know if the relationship is, you know, coming to an end, just beginning, taking the next step. Face the music, this is the person. Or face the music, this is not the person. The Lovers doesn't just have to talk about a relationship, though. It can talk about the things that we love, the things that speak to our heart space, or it can talk about a choice that you made. I need a little bit of clarification though, because I want to know more about what is it that Leo has to face exactly, having to do with the heart space, the heart chakra. So like 7 cards came out, and I'm not doing that. Okay. So we have the King of Cups in reverse, Scorpio energy. This is a water sign card. It's beautiful. This deck is so amazing. Why don't I use it more? Although I will tell you, like, that dragon looks like he's about to bite into an ice cream cone. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Maybe you're having ice cream right now. And, sorry, I have to cover this up a little bit, even though it's a drawing and it seems ridiculous. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, but you got this card in the reverse. So, I'm just going to put it like this. The King of Cups and the Queen of Coins. Wait, did this card come out? Hold on. Yes, it came out in reverse. Okay, I couldn't remember, but it came out in reverse again. So, these two cards, anytime we get court cards, we're kind of looking at the highest point that we can go in terms of our evolution in the learning process. So tarot is not this, tarot can be a lot of things to a lot of people, but for me, it's not necessarily divination. It's more about taking a temperature, taking a pulse on the energy that is floating within the Leo collective right now. So like, I'm not one of these people, I'm not Nostradamus, like I can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. I can only kind of get a pulse on like what might be happening today. And when we can do that, one, it might just be weird to you or to others because like I'm a stranger and you don't know me, and like, how am I saying things that resonate? I experience this all the time because I watch tarot too. But I'm just channeling messages and you're here to listen to them. So tarot, the 4 suits of the tarot, they just talk about human experience and the everyday interactions that you and I have, whether it's to do with our love, to do with our material world situations, to deal with our thinking and how we approach a situation, or to deal with our passion and our drive to accomplish things in life. That's the 4 suits of the tarot. And so there's this evolution that happens in the tarot between the ace and the king. This whole process of evolution that we go through, right? The trials, the tribulations, the victories and successes. And so by the time we reach the court cards, that describes somebody that's been through some stuff. So when you get the king and the queen of anything, it's like, okay, you are mature. You have a lot of knowledge under your belt, and now you're just trying to figure out how to use all of your experience to the best of your ability to benefit you. The King of Cups in reverse, though, is somebody who's feeling a whole bunch of emotions, but is not really articulating them to their fullest. So there could be some immature tendencies, passive aggressiveness, or immaturity in terms of like, you know, if somebody says, hey Leo, like I noticed you seem kind of down, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, you don't have to worry, everything's good. So it's like, yeah, we don't want to just kind of share everything with everybody. They have to earn that place of trust with us. But if it's like your best friend and you can't be honest with your best friend, I think that's something that Spirit is asking you to reflect upon, right? Because it's clarifying the Lovers. Like, why do we have to face the music with the Lovers? Because something is not being expressed emotionally, and it could have to do with this Queen of Coins in the reverse, right? Queen of Coins in the upright is generous, abundant, beautiful, loving. In the reverse, kind of taking a step back, taking a step away, being a little protective, perhaps overly protective. So there's this retreat energy. There's this retreat happening, and Spirit is kind of almost suggesting that it's almost like when you rip that Band-Aid off, you're going to feel much better. Like it might hurt for a moment. So something could be happening in your dreams where it's like you're talking to the person that you can't currently speak to in like the waking world. If it's a bestie, if it's your spouse, a boss, somebody who has some semblance of authority in your life where you're finding it difficult to express yourself fully. Or you're finding it difficult to respond. So maybe they've said something to you and it's like you just needed some time to think about what you were going to say, but that time is now, right? You've had time and like now you have to answer to it. So just take it as it resonates. But I feel as though there's a lot of holding back, a lot. And the last set of cards here, number 26, reduces to an 8. So that's, you got 2 8s in this reading. Bound for boundaries. So yeah, just what we were talking about. There's a lot of things unsaid. You just kind of keep out, restricted area. Don't I don't want to talk about it. Bound for boundaries. So, you know, maybe you feel like you have to put up these boundaries. Honestly, though, I'm going to say it like this because this is what I feel just looking at the cards here. You have a right. You always have a right to put up your boundaries and protect yourself. It is something, however, that especially with the Strength card, Leo energy. Okay, Spirit. That is going to always be a challenge, right? Because it involves the ego, and the ego is there to protect us, to do precisely this. You might be putting up so many boundaries and blowing something out of proportion and making it bigger in your mind. Like this confrontation might be way bigger in your mind than it actually would be if you just faced it, if you just dealt with it head on. And I think with the High Priestess, I think a part of you knows that. High Priestess is Pisces energy, number 2 of the major arcana, sits at the veil between worlds and is mute. The High Priestess knows everything and says nothing. She's an observer, very, very psychic, very intuitive. I think that's a very specific message for somebody. You know, just take it as it resonates. But like, I just feel like you're going to continue to dream about whatever situation this is until it's resolved, because a part of your subconscious wants to resolve it. You know, I'll give you an example. There's this person that I have now, I'm done. I'm done with this person, right? But it hurts because I cared about them like a lot. And they really betrayed me, like to the point where if I even tried to let them back in without a massive apology from them, I would be neglecting my own integrity. But it hurts, and we've never really confronted it, right? So I'm totally guilty of this. Not that there's anything to feel guilt about. It is what it is. But let me tell you, this person pops up in my dreams and has been popping up in my dreams for the last month and a half. It annoys me. It annoys me when they show up. It's just like, what the F are you doing here? You know, like, can't I just dream in peace? It's like that. This is what I see. Spirit is making me tell this because it's like a similar situation. So eventually something is going to come to a head. And you better believe that I already know it. But for now, boundaries remain boundaries. And if we want to face things, then you've got to be brave enough to face it. So that's kind of the scenario that I see happening right now. That's advice from Spirit. Look. Spirit doesn't make any mistakes, I'm telling you. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay. This is like Spirit saying, great, we understand. This is your free will. You do what you want. However, Ace of Swords is all about clarity, epiphany, information, truth. You're not going to get any of that unless you're willing to wield the sword, to ask the hard questions, to receive the hard responses, cutting the cords. That's tremendous. That was like a mic drop from Spirit. Leo, this is not a bad reading. It's just taking the temperature, right, of what Spirit's trying to tell you, communicate through your dreams. Started with change. Change is uncomfortable. But I think that you are kind of in the power position, if you want to kind of put it like that. You take the initiative to step forward, and the other party or situation will respond in kind. If you do decide to do it from a place of calm. Do it from a place of temperance. That's your reading, Leo. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Leo.